We've got to talk about Ilhan Omar because I think she just staged something. Okay, there was an attack, and I put that in quotations because I'm not too sure about this one, on Ilhan Omar, where she was sprayed with some type of unknown substance. Okay, and I'm gonna show you the video. And I want you to give me your honest opinion on whether or not you think this was a legit attack on Ilhan Omar, or was this planned? All right? And then we're going to get into something interesting afterwards, so make sure you stick around because it all comes at a very, very interesting time. So with that being said, let's hop into it.
Abolishment of the agency. ICE cannot be reformed. It cannot be rehabilitated. We must abolish ICE for good. And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment. Fucking asshole. I don't know.
Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing. No, we will continue.
No. Ilhan, you need to go get checked. No,
we will continue. These fucking assholes are not going to get away with it.
you need to go get checked. No, I don't know what he did. No. That's whatever it is smells so bad. She needs to go get checked. I don't know
That's
what that
that's
was.
what they want. Please don't let them know.
It's not about him, Ilhan. Ilhan, it's not about him. It's about your safety. No, he sprayed something on you. You need to go get checked. Yeah, and it smells terrible.
We're going to keep talking. Just give me 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes. I beg you. Please don't let them have the show. 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 Here is the reality that people like this ugly man don't understand. We are Minnesota strong, and we will stay resilient in the face of whatever they might throw at us. Everybody settle down. I'm going to finish my remarks. It is important for me to continue to lead my Democratic colleagues in demanding her resignation.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I just wanted to, I let the video play. I didn't pause it, didn't interrupt it at all. I just wanted you guys to get the video in its full context. All right. Now I want to go back to when the incident happened.
We must abolish ICE for good.
The guy is sitting front row, which is kind of interesting.
And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must
Here it goes.
resign or face impeachment.
Here it is. He's right here. You see him getting up here. And then you saw the spray. It's kind of hard to see. Let me, I'm going to put it in slow-mo so hopefully you guys can actually see the spray that comes out. Let me turn the sound off because that's annoying. Okay, watch like right here. There's like a mist, like or a stream of something that comes out, like right here on the screen. Right there. Actually, it was a little bit higher. It was like up here. You kind of saw it there. Oh, geez. Went back way too far. Right there. And of course, he's yelling something at her. Now, the reason why I think this is staged, because if you're sprayed with something, you know, an acid or whatever, we've seen these types of attacks before. Your reaction is not going to be, hey, let me go fight this individual after they just sprayed me with some acid, possibly. Look, you see her, she's got her fist up like she's about to do something. Like, bro, first off, if you really wanted to go swing on the guy, you could have. Okay? You could have. Wouldn't have been a great decision, but you could have if you really wanted to. So, I don't know what that was about. That seemed fake to me. Now, one thing that I will say is she was shaking when she was at the podium. I don't know if you guys caught that as well. Let me see if I can grab that part. I think it's like right here. Her hands are shaking, but that could also be intentional.
Everybody settle down. I'm going to finish my remarks.
Yeah, right there.
It is important for me to continue to lead my Democratic colleagues in demanding her.
So her hands were shaking a little bit, but she could have been staging. She could have been faking that too. You know, could have very easily been faking that. And this all comes at a very interesting time because Ilhan Omar has obviously been under a spotlight. And we also found out something else with her finances. Check out this clip.
I just investigated Ilhan Omar's official financial disclosures, and what I found was so dark and criminal. I don't know how she gets out of this without going to jail. Have a look at this. Here's Ilhan Omar's financial disclosure from the Congressional Record, year 2023. I want to bring your attention to this company right down here, Est Cru LLC. This is a winery in Santa Rosa, California. It's not doing that well. The total value of the winery is listed at $15,000, and Ilhan Omar's barely making any money off of it at all. Hardly enough to pay a parking ticket. Okay, that's fine. Nothing really mysterious there. Businesses fail all the time. But go ahead and look at her filing for 2024, and you'll find that Est Cru Winery, the same company in the same location, is now worth $5 million. That's incredible, up from $15,000. And now Ilhan Omar's making enough to pay rent. So this must be one of the most successful companies ever. Let's go ahead and check in on this winery. You know, maybe we could buy some wine. I like wine. Why not? Let's see if we can buy some Est Cru Winery. Here's Est Cru's social media Facebook page. You'll see here that the last post, oh no, was in 2023. Wasn't this the year that they were supposed to, you know, go really big and make Ilhan Omar millions of dollars? Same thing on their Instagram, and they don't have an X. So let's go ahead and check their official website. What is Est Cru? We are winemakers and memory curators, okay? Est Cru Winery has a bunch of brands that's led by these people, creators of eye-catching labels. So I'm sure I can go and get some of their wine, right? Well, they don't have any activities here, so maybe I could just go to their location and buy some of their wines, or maybe give them a call. Let's try and go to their location here. This is the Google Street View of Est Cru Winery, and what you'll find here is an empty parking lot. Doesn't actually look like an operational business. Certainly isn't the same name. So, okay, let's go ahead and give them a call. See if maybe they pick up. Let's go ahead and call the number on the webpage. Let's go ahead and give them a call and find out. Oh no, user busy. Let's try, okay. Well, I've done this like 20 times today. Okay, so that didn't work. Is there any wine in this wine company? Is there anything about wines? Because I see like stuff about events, but like, what is this exactly? Aren't you supposed to sell wine at your wine company? Where are your wines? Oh, there are no wines. You wanna know why? Because this is a fake company. Rep. Ilhan Omar's husband accused of swindling investors in their California winery. They stole millions from cannabis growers. You can see here's the lawsuit right here, saying that Tim Minette, who's Ilhan Omar's third husband, no relation, swindled his investors and defrauded them. How did Minette get this relationship? Well, the current Attorney General of Minnesota, Keith Ellison, used to work for him. Isn't that curious? Keith Ellison, the same guy who refuses to look into any of the Somali fraud. So this company was sued for being a fraudulent company. And the New York Post says the exact same thing, as the House is now probing the mystery of Ilhan Omar's skyrocketing wealth. They said that Ilhan Omar went from being one of the poorest members of Congress worth negative $65,000, to being one of the richest, worth $30 million. Here's a rare photo.
Interesting stuff, huh? Interesting stuff. Shout out Benny Johnson. Very, very interesting stuff there. So as that's happening, as these investigations are ramping up, obviously we have the fraud in Minnesota, but then people are looking into her financials and like, some looks a little fishy here. Now all of a sudden there's this attack. Interesting stuff, if I do say so myself. Y'all let me know in the comments. What do you think? Real or fake?
All right, Sanders, all of that is going on. There's this, the Trump administration looking into the finances of squad member Ilhan Omar. But now we are learning that the Biden Justice Department also reportedly took an interest in the Minnesota Congresswoman's finances. Chad Pergram is live on Capitol Hill. You look at her financial disclosures, Chad, she gained a lot of wealth in a very short period of time.
Yeah, John, that's what we're studying this afternoon. President Trump hinted that the DOJ is, quote, looking at Ilhan Omar, but this scrutiny may date back to 2024. President Trump lambasted Omar last week.
And then we have this fake congressperson who they just reported is worth $30 million. You believe this? Ilhan Omar, talking about the Constitution provides me. She comes from a country that's not a country. And she's telling us how to run America. Not going to get away with it much longer.
It's not clear how the president arrived at those numbers. Federal disclosure reports show that her husband's ventures account for much of their wealth. Their winery in Santa Rosa jumped from a valuation of $15,000 to as much as $5 million a year later. His investment firm skyrocketed from mere dollars in 2023 to as much as $25 million in 2024. The House Oversight Committee is probing Omar. It's part of the investigation studying Minnesota fraud.
We're going to find out. It's not going to be hard to figure out what business he's in and where the money came from. So that's going to be a central part of our entire Minnesota fraud investigation, because she is the leader in Congress, in the district, in the congressional district, where the overwhelming majority of the welfare fraud is taking place.
Omar denies wrongdoing, but has ducked questions on Capitol Hill.
What your response is to the Oversight Committee launching an investigation into your net worth, you and your husband's net worth? They're claiming that it's risen rapidly. What's your response to what they're saying?
Omar holds a town hall meeting tonight in Minneapolis. She accused the president of, quote, panicking and trying to deflect with lies and conspiracy theories. John?
I'm just saying, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, then it's probably a duck. I'm just saying, I don't see Republicans doing this type of stuff. I really don't. And that's not even like being biased or anything like that. But I feel like for the most part, obviously, do we have our one-offs? Sure. There's always going to be outliers in any group of individuals. Do we have some lunatics on our side of the aisle? Yeah, but they're far and few in between. Like, it's less than 1%, less than a half of 1%, probably less than a tenth of 1% of our side is lunatics. Less than a tenth of 1%. But even with that being said, like, you don't see stuff like that happening, especially in Minnesota. You're not going to see that kind of stuff happening. You're just not. At least in my opinion. So in my opinion, it was most definitely staged. Most definitely staged. But what do y'all think? Let me know. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.